to welcome to listen to the Eagle, your live call-in radio show. Hunting, fishing, 1-844 Eagle 99. David, count
Yes,
one,
sir.
two, three.
1, 2, 3.
Keep going.
Check 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
There you go.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2.
Yeah. Test 1, 2, 1, 2. Welcome to listen to the Eagle. You're live. Call in.
Giving a voice to Alabama outdoorsmen. This is Listen to the Eagle, the radio home for Alabama's hunters and fishermen. To be a part of the show, call toll free at 844-EAGLE-99. That's 844-324-5399. And now, giving a voice to Alabama outdoorsman, Bert Carruth.
Oh, welcome to Listen to the Eagle. That's right, Bert Carruth coming to you live from the Reed's Metal Studio. This is Alabama's Hunters and Fishermen's radio show. We are your live call-in radio show just for you. The great state of Alabama finally has a voice statewide. We want to thank you for making us a part of your day. You can always go to listentotheeagle.com, click on the Watch Live button, catch up on recent shows, archive shows, what we talked about, where we're going, what we've been, and how we're doing it. Always go to Twitter at Eagle Alabama. That's our Twitter feed, at Eagle Alabama, and listentotheeagle.com. You can call in, get us here, 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-EAGLE-99. Thank you again for being with us this week. We're going to have a wonderful show for you. But first, I want to thank the wonderful and talented Dennis Washington for being my fill-in host last week. Well, I did a little vacay, was away, but I've got to address something here, and I need to talk to my producer, Pat Smith, to make sure. Dennis, last week I watched a show, and Dennis said that Listen to the Eagle was going to go on a shark fishing trip in a kayak, and that we were going to be a part of this. Pat, no way, no how is this host going to participate in that trip. So Dennis said it. I think Dennis needs to be the host that week as well. So let's try to make that happen, because although I thought that was one of the coolest segments we've ever had, a guy right here from the state of Alabama that goes fishing for sharks in a kayak, pulls them up to the side of the kayak and tags them. And evidently, Listen to the Eagle's going to go with a GoPro and a kayak and film this. So y'all stay tuned, but I won't be a part of that. But I do think it's pretty cool. But I do want to thank Dennis for filling in. He did a great job. And thank all of you, our listening audience, for sticking with us and being here with us each and every week. We're getting bigger and better each week. And we just thank y'all for that. We're growing and just excited to be here in the state of Alabama with Listen to the Eagle, your live call-in radio show on hunting and fishing. We tell you from time to time that we have guests that entertain, and then we also have guests that bring us cool things and a lot of information. And my guest tonight, David Miller, here in studio. David, thank you for being with Listen to the Eagle.
All right. Well, thank you for having me.
Before I introduce your company and everything that you bring to the state of Alabama, I've got to share something with you,
Okay.
a big compliment to you. When you start a radio show and a television show in the state of Alabama, you kind of got to do some research and some homework before you start. And I dare say, David, that it didn't matter who I talked to, when I talked to them. If I mentioned that I needed somebody with knowledge about hunting and fishing in Alabama, if I needed somebody that knew some contacts about hunting and fishing in the state of Alabama, if I asked somebody that knew the game wardens in the state of Alabama, if I asked somebody about products or accessories, every time I asked, the name was, you need to talk to David Miller.
All right.
So I'm glad I finally got you in studio, and guess what? I'm talking to David Miller. By the way, your company, Miller Manufacturing and Sales.
Yes, sir.
I know you're a big-time hunter.
Mm-hmm.
I know you love hunting and fishing, and you and I have had some conversations over the last couple of months about that.
Got you.
But tell me about your company, because I think one of the coolest things you do, what your company does, it helps the hunters and fishermen of Alabama.
Got you.
You're out there to help them with your products. Tell us a little bit about what you carry and how we can find it.
Well, we got started back in 2000. Our first little product that we made was called the seat rack. And we made this to help carry your gun or your bow. Most of our stuff is bow-oriented also.
Okay.
Our little product fit on the back seat facing forward. And we had that. We still do. We ran that for about 5 or 6 years, and then we upgraded it to another one called the Ultra Seat Rack. This is a gun rack that works off your headrest. You remove the headrest.
In your truck?
Yes, sir. In your pickup truck or your SUV.
Okay.
It fits behind the driver and the passenger seat. It will carry a bow or gun. We have a 2-gun or a 3-gun version.
Right.
They're still constructed, and they're fully rubber coated. So you don't have to worry about anything. It's going to be a long-lasting type of product. That's our major product there. We have them in Bass Pro Shops. some of the local Walmarts through Alabama, Georgia, and North Carolina carried them this past fall.
So if our listeners are out there riding around right now, they can go to Bass Pro or probably a Walmart in the state of Alabama or in Georgia and find this product.
Yes, and we do have a website. It's it's gunandbowracks.com.
Gunandbowracks.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's gunandbowracks.com. Now, I know we also talked about that you have some other products that even go into maybe the bad boy buggies and.
Yeah, one of our hottest products that we have 3 different size baskets that will fit on the new Ambush and the new Recoil bad boy buggies.
Right.
They have a standard rack that comes on their buggies, but we're actually making
Do we need
a
to move
basket.
I don't mean to, oh, we're good? Okay, go ahead.
So what we do is we have a size standard 41 from side to side, then we have a 12-inch model, 18, and a 24-inch model basket. One thing they're steel constructed, but we put a spray-on bed liner on them instead of a powder coat. So we're hoping that it keeps it down with the noise and the wear and tear of the basket.
Now, so can you find these accessories where? For the
Actually,
bad boy, or does Bad Boy buy them and then puts them on?
You can find them around Birmingham, like at Birmingham Bad Boy Buggies.
Yeah.
Let's see, down in South Alabama at a Breland Machinery.
Okay.
Let's see, over in Mississippi, the Grenada, a Bad Boy.
Okay.
And up in Huntsville, I think it's a Diamond Golf Carts.
Okay.
And down in Dothan at H2O Sports.
Sweet. Now, can they also buy this accessory at the website?
Yes, it's actually gunracksplus.com. Everything spelled out.
Gunracksplus.com.
Mm-hmm.
And the contraption for your pickup can be found at?
Yes, sir. Also on that gunracksplus.com.
Gunracksplus.com. Well, David, I know you didn't just get into this. I know you're a diehard hunter and fisherman, and you probably came up with these ideas from being out in the woods and carrying guns and carrying bows.
It started back when I was probably going to college, had a Jeep.
Yeah.
Had nowhere to put my gun or my bow.
Right.
So everything was piled up on top of it, either in the floorboard, back seat, somewhere. And just by chance, we just fabbed up something just for our own use.
Yeah.
And then kind of built on that. We sat on it for a couple of years, used it. People liked the idea. Then we'd make one or two. And then we just took a chance at it. And then we just started making them. And then just worked the phones and going to visit people, finding distributors to help carry them, local sporting goods stores. A lot of people have helped me out like that. And
it's just really taken off. Now, I saw you at the booth at the Deer Extravaganza here in Birmingham. Did I know?
Yeah, at the Rick and Bubba show.
Oh, that's right, the Rick and Bubba show. How'd that go?
It was a good show. Good
Yeah.
show. That was their first year. I think they're moving it back towards the end of August this year.
Okay.
And nice people. Moultrie helps promote that.
Yeah.
Real nice guy. I actually worked for him back when I was in on the high school. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about hunting season this year overall.
Hunting season was kind of tricky. Saw deer early during bow season.
Right.
Then after rifle season started, real slow. Probably 6 weeks I went without seeing any deer. And that was putting time in the afternoons. I couldn't do a whole lot of morning hunting, but once I found them, I still saw groups of does at a time, then groups of bucks at a time. A lot of young deer.
Yeah.
Really wasn't concerned about killing anything big. I did want something good, but
yeah,
I was seeing too many young deer to shoot them.
Well, not to put you on the spot, but I know you've been doing this a long time, and I know you are about helping Alabama's hunters and fishermen, just by the products that you've created.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind, can you give me a take on your thoughts on baiting and deer farming?
The baiting issue with us being able to use corn this year,
yeah,
I've talked with people about it, and I had my feeders out too, trying to go off of timers, either trough type feeders. I think that affected my greenfield hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I had to readjust how I hunted my greenfield, especially later on. Had to get closer to where they would come in, and a lot of times our feeders were out there, and our camera pictures would tell us that the deer were hitting them earlier and then coming to the fields later.
Right.
And so, I think that affected it a whole lot, trying to be able to pattern your deer.
Yeah.
And like everybody's feeding.
I know.
So that's, there's a benefit to that. deer eating, they'll grow.
I understand there's pros and cons, but do you have a take on the deer farming issue that's hot and heavy out there, where they want to bring deer from out of state and really try to grow the big buck, that big antler?
I like what the state has done with the limit on the bucks.
Okay.
I guess since the older I'm getting, the more I want to see the bigger bucks.
Right.
I'm not into just killing.
Sure.
But you still have to do your part with the doe harvest.
Right.
And trying to get out some bad genetics if you can.
That's right.
I have a lot of friends out in Texas, and they really know what they're doing out there.
They're all in it, yeah.
And if Alabama goes to more feeders, if people will be patient with it, they can really study their deer, find the deer that they want to harvest, and really grow some good deer.
Right.
And it seems like the past 2 years, the deer that I've seen that people have killed have been really pretty good deer.
Right.
And but you just got to be patient. You can't shoot the 2.5s, 3.5s. You got to let them get a little bit older.
That's right. You got to do your homework. You got to be patient. You got to manage.
Mm-hmm.
David Miller, I can't thank you enough for being a part of Listen to the Eagle, coming into the studio. Real quick, if you go over the two main products once again, give us again the locations for our listeners, and then also the website.
Okay, we've got the Ultra Seat Rack.
Ultra Seat Rack.
You can go to Bass Pro and find it on their website or in their catalog department.
Okay.
Or you can go to gunracksplus.com.
Okay.
The Bad Boy Buggies, the baskets. We do have a line of gun racks for that also.
Okay.
Like Plaza Golf down in Demopolis, Alabama. But you can go to any of your Bad Boy Buggies around Alabama through Mississippi.
Right. Any of the distributors of Bad Boy Buggy. And don't forget also you can buy these direct at gunracksplus.com.
Mm-hmm.
David Miller, thank you so much again for being with Listen Eagle. Thank you for everything you do for Alabama's hunters and fishermen.
All right, thank you.
Y'all don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of Listen to the Eagle.
Call toll free at 844-EAGLE-99. That's 844-324-5399. This is Listen to the Eagle.
Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service multimedia company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Whether you have a convenience store, restaurant, truck stop, quick lube, or you're remodeling an existing location, Old Equipment Company can handle the project quickly and efficiently. Old Equipment Company not only specializes in the design and construction of convenience stores, they also have a full line of inventory for most of your petroleum needs. Old Equipment Company and their parts department want the opportunity to earn your business. Visit them online at oecparts.net. That's oecparts.net. Old Equipment Company.
Reed's Metals is the manufacturer for metal roofing, pole barns, pre-engineered steel buildings, and the new galvanized Econo buildings. See them all online at reedsmetals.com. Reed's Metals uses American steel products, welded by certified welders, customizing each building to meet your needs, manufacturing and delivering your project within 21 days of your order. They use truck-mounted lifts to unload the delivery off the truck, saving you time and money. Learn more about products and services online at reedsmetals.com.
When you're looking for unique land opportunities in the central Alabama area, look no further than High Point Properties. Their professional team will work to understand your needs, your budget, and identify the best properties in the ideal locations for you. From lakeside property for personal use to large tracts of land to develop office parks, retail stores, or residential communities, High Point Properties is your solution. High Point Properties, hpprop.com. That's hpprop.com.
Coming to Trustful in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate I-59 and Deerfoot Parkway. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sale showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff, and at Sheepdog Firearms you can keep your expanded brass. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trustful.
Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service multimedia company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Welcome back to Listen to the Eagle, your call-in radio show on hunting and fishing. We want to thank you for making us a part of your day. This is Bert Carruth coming to you live from the Reed Metal Studio right here in Trussville, Alabama. You can follow us on Twitter at Eagle Alabama. That's at Eagle Alabama. Always go to listentotheeagle.com to catch up on everything we're doing around the state of Alabama, because this is your show. Alabama's hunters and fishermen, we are here for you. This is your show for you to tell us what's going on in the state of Alabama, not for us to tell you. But we always love having guests to entertain us and to give us some cool information. Just like I can't thank David Miller enough from Miller Manufacturing and Sales. He's got a lot of cool stuff that he shared with you. I invite you to go to his website, Google Miller Manufacturing. You can go to Bass Pro and Walmart and the Bad Boy Buggy distributors around the state of Alabama and catch his products. And the cool thing about his products is that they help you when you go hunting. That's what's cool about David Miller's products. As always, we have fun, but I've got to check in with Listen to the Eagles, professional hunter and fisherman. We call him Big Bad Ron. Ron Jones, welcome to Listen to the Eagle.
Hey, how's it going, Bert?
Ron, we are on fire tonight, baby. How are you?
Oh, doing well. Just sitting there watching it rain.
Ron,
not too good for the turkey hunting, but I guess we need it. I know God will take care of us.
Well, there's no doubt God's in control, but I sure wish somebody would pray to him and tell him to push pause for a little bit, because I'm done with this rain.
I mean, between trying to hunt and do baseball and sports with the kids, it's been a rough few months, hasn't it?
It has. Ron, last time we talked to you was a few weeks ago. We caught you on the eve of Country Goes Hunting big country music show, but we did catch you right in the middle. Y'all had I think harvested several turkeys. Can you update our listeners on how that weekend went? I know you had professional hunters, professional athletes, tons of country music stars. Kind of share with us how all that went, and then, of course, how did the big finale go that Tuesday night?
Yeah, well, it went well. We had probably around between 25 and 30 groups hunting. We had several, outdoor shows. We had Realtree there, and Nate Hosey with Headhunters, and Eddie Salter, this Turkey Man show.
Right.
And we had, Daryl Singletary and Red Akins and a bunch of other country music songwriters there. And so it went real well. It kind of went off without a hiccup. We thought the rain was going to get us, but it was, it was overcast a few days, but we had some pretty good weather, but we set a record this year, and we took 60 turkeys.
60.
And so,
in how many days? In 2 days?
Actually, 3 days. Some people came in a little bit early. A few people hunted on Saturday, but the main event is Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Ron, you know I got to ask this. 60 turkeys in 3 days. Were they all wild?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They're all wild. No liberated turkeys that I know.
Y'all sure y'all didn't have them caged up?
No, but we're very fortunate. We've got a bunch of private landowners that normally don't let people hunt their property, but
right.
Since it's a charity event, and some of the celebrities come in, and then we have a landowners appreciation kind of a private concert on Monday night at our camp, and then we feed them and show our appreciation and so forth. And we had like a Hancock Bank. They furnished all the food that night. That's one of our sponsors. So I'd like to thank them for picking up the tab to feed all the landowners.
Well, no doubt Country Goes Hunting.
So forth. And then I'd also like to say, I hate to keep plugging everybody, but also Waffle House is one of our sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
They provided all the food and breakfast and lunch for everybody for 4 days. So and also Guthrie's Chicken. So
oh yeah.
Well,
Ron,
community effort.
Real quick before we go to break, and if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you to hang over to the next segment. And we'll talk through it. But do you have any numbers? I know it's the 14th or 15th year. It's been a huge success. Did we have any major groundbreaking dollar numbers that the charity raised? Do you know of?
Well, we haven't got those numbers in yet. But one thing we did do this year, we had to move it to a Tuesday night. So I think that hurt us as far as attendance, and not many people can take off and come out and support something on a Tuesday night. Most people are like you and I, just working class people, and it's hard to get away from the family and support something like that. But we still had a great turnout. But I hadn't got the figures on how much money we raised. But
I got you.
So
hold on.
Hiccup in that.
Hold on one segment. We're going to talk a little hunting and fishing on the next segment. Y'all don't go anywhere. Now we'll be right back with more Listen to the Eagle. Hey, Alabama hunters, are you like me and find yourself wanting to do work around your camp, but you just don't know when, how, or where to rent the equipment to do it? I've got the answer for you. Rental Works. Rental Works has excavators, generators, concrete saws, loaders, dozers, and more. Maybe you need a specialty renter like a high-capacity forklift or even a dump truck. Rental Works has you covered. Call Rental Works today, 1-877-282-LIFT. That's 1-877-282-LIFT, Rental Works.
Find out more on how you can become one of the first 1,000 people to make a difference and get your new car tag for free. Visit rmhca.org/car tag today.
Coming to Trussville in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate 59 on the Deerfoot Parkway exit. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sales showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trussville.
Want to stand out above your competition? Cross Digital can make it happen. Produce your next webinar live in our state-of-the-art studio or serve your customers with new YouTube explainer videos and podcasts. Cross Digital also delivers custom apps and websites for businesses of all sizes, as well as digital marketing and social media solutions. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
I'm 1 in 1,000, making a difference.
I'm 1 in 1,000, keeping families together.
And I'm 1 in 1,000, driving for the Ronald McDonald House. Research proves that togetherness heals, and through your pre-commitment to the Ronald McDonald House specialty license plate, we can ensure that miracles keep happening together. Find out more on how you can become one of the first 1,000 people to make a difference and get your new car tag for free. Visit rmhca.org/cartag today.
Coming to Trussville in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate 59 on the Deerfoot Parkway exit. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sale showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trussville.
Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service multimedia company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Welcome back. Listen to the Eagle. Bert, Carruth, your host, here in the Reed's Metal Studio. This is Listen to the Eagle, Alabama's Hunters and Fishermen radio call-in show. 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-EAGLE-99 will get you in here. Please be sure to follow us on Twitter at Eagle Alabama. That's at Eagle Alabama. And always go to listentotheeagle.com. You can watch on our YouTube Watch Live channel, the archive show, and you can always find out where we're going and where we've been here on Listen to the Eagle across the state of Alabama. Getting back to Listen to the Eagles, professional hunter and fisherman, Big Bad Ron Jones. Ron, I thank you for the update of Country Goes Hunting. I can't thank you and Rhett and Sam Clement from Hunting is Good. You guys have been just dedicated to that event and the charity dollars that y'all do down there in the Wiregrass area for the great state of Alabama, and thank y'all for that, and always thank you for letting Listen to the Eagle get updates and talk to y'all while y'all are doing that.
Oh, yeah, we're glad to do it.
Hey, Ron, let's talk a little bit of hunting and fishing. Tell me a little bit about what you're hearing around the state. I know, good night, y'all took 60 turkeys in 3 days, but I'm not hearing that kind of turkey harvesting is going around the state. Are you hearing good things, or are you hearing about like what I'm hearing?
Well, it's just hit or miss. It's kind of from what I'm hearing. I mean, in which I know a lot of people and I'm a pretty avid turkey hunter, and it's kind of all over the map. You know, I talked to one person and they've done well, and then I talked to other persons and people, and they said they've hit a lull here.
Yeah.
Lately, I know I hunted one time last Friday, and we didn't have anything, going on, and didn't hear anything gobble and so forth. And then a buddy I was supposed to go with Sunday morning, he went and killed one and got on another one. So it's just kind of all over the map. I do know. I contribute our success is we just had some good places to hunt, and we must have had a good hatch.
Right.
2 years ago, you always, if you have a good spring, you'll realize that, 2 to 3 years down the road, once you start killing mature birds.
Well, how long do we have? The state's hunters? How long do we have left?
All right, we got to the end of this month in Alabama, and then to the middle of the following month in Georgia.
Okay.
And I'm not caught up on the season in Mississippi, but we got to the end of this month in Alabama, and so sometimes it turns on into the season once they start nesting, and I hear that's all over the map because
wow.
When we were down there around March the 20th and so forth, that Sunday we ran one off a nest that already had a whole nest full of eggs, and normally that doesn't happen.
I was about to say that's early, isn't it?
Yeah, that's early. Which I know different hens come in and out during that season, and you have raccoons and predators.
Right.
So eat the eggs and tear them up. Then she'll go in, and then she'll lay a second batch. But like I say, the reports that I'm getting, it's all over the map. It just really depends on the piece of property you have and so forth. But as a whole, I would say the people, the majority, aren't doing that well. So
right.
I hope we hadn't hit a low. I hope it's just a calm before the storm, and they're all henned up, and hopefully in another week or two they'll break loose. And
yep. Hopefully the state will finish strong. Ron, while I got you, I want to go to the phone lines. Our next caller has got a pretty cool story. I want you to hear this before you go. Let's go to the phone lines, and we have Jeff Smith on the phone lines at 1-844-EAGLE-99. Jeff Smith, welcome to Listen to the Eagle.
Good to be on with you, Bert.
Jeff,
how's everything going?
Man, we're wide open, Jeff. Jeff, I appreciate you calling in. I wanted you to share probably one of the neatest and coolest stories of the 2014 and 15 hunting year, and I was honored to be there with you. Jeff Smith is president of Oil Equipment Company and OEC Construction, who is a sponsor of Listen to the Eagle. Jeff, I'm just going to kind of let you take the stage, and I may fill in some fun facts along the way. But Jeff is I'm not going to say his age if he doesn't want it, but Jeff's older, and he got his first deer this year. And Jeff, kind of share with how it happened.
Well, Bert, I'm not a what you call a true hunter. I love to fish and I love the outdoors. I love to hike and what little hunting I've done through the years, so I've enjoyed it. But don't even own a gun that you could call a deer gun.
Right.
I've hunted for a little dove, done some dove shoots. I've been rabbit hunting, shot a squirrel or two in my life, but my first deer didn't come on a deer hunt.
It sure didn't. Hey, real quick, Ron. Hey, Ron, are you there? I don't know if Ron's still with us, but yeah, go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry. Tell him I don't want to spoil your story. Go ahead.
Well, we actually got invited from the great David Burns out of Meridian, Mississippi, up to Charleston for a duck hunt. And
That's right.
So I brought I do have a duck gun. I do enjoy duck hunting a couple of times a year. So we go to the duck camp and we get out of the truck, and Dave said, "Y'all ready to go down and go deer hunting?" I said, "Well, David, I've only been deer hunting one time in my life. I'll be glad to go sit with you." So we go out in the field, and I always thought that when you go deer hunting, you got up in a tree, at least around my part of the woods we do. But
not in Charleston, Mississippi.
Not in Charleston, not in the Delta. We was in the middle of the Delta, the flattest piece of property I've ever seen. And we go out there and we get underground in a blind, submerged blind. And I didn't think David Burns was taking it too seriously either. He was smoking cigarettes in the blind out in the middle of the field, and I thought, we'll never shoot a deer.
Now, Jeff, stop right there. Let me describe this a little bit more. We drove a bad boy buggy across a field, in a dry field, and got in a duck pit in the middle of this field with no water around, correct?
No water, dry as a bone. The buggy was sitting no more than 7 feet from our blind.
And our guide is sitting on the edge of the pit while you and I are down the pit, and he's smoking a cigarette one after another. Now go ahead.
And we're sitting there, and I'm saying we'll never see a deer. And David says, "Y'all just calm down. It's a little early. They'll be out here in about an hour." So as me and Bert was crouched down underground, David had his eyeballs a little above grade there, scouting the deer from time to time, and sure enough, in about 45 minutes and about 30 cigarettes later, David pops up and whispers down. He said, "We got dinner within 50 yards." And my heart kind of jumped a little bit, but I really thought he was just kidding.
Right.
And I looked at Bert and I said, "Is he being serious?"
And I looked at David and I said, "Are you being serious?" And he handed you the gun.
He handed me the gun, and by the time I was looking at the gun, trying to figure out what kind of gun I was dealing with. It wasn't my gun, wasn't my scope. But he said, "Now we got 3."
Oh,
I said, "Well, what do you want me to do, David?" He said, "Shoot the one at the end, the last one."
Yeah.
And I said, where do I aim?" He said, "Right there above the shoulder blade."
That's right.
So as I ease up out of the blind, I didn't really think I had that much time. I was kind of afraid they may run on me. So kind of in a one swoop action, the gun goes from down low up high, and within about a second, I pull the trigger.
Now, pause and let me take over. From my view, I am down in the pit. I see Jeff in a crouching position, get up. He goes up and in one action doesn't even hardly put the gun on his shoulder, and it's like up, boom. And I looked up at David Burns and I said, "Did he get it?" And he went, "We gonna eat good tonight."
Well, come to find out, it was a pretty good sized doe, and we walked over. The doe took literally one step and dropped, and we were able to drive the bad boy buggy right up to her and load her up and dress her out. And when we was dressing her, I messed up a little bit of the tenderloin, and I know that's not a good thing because I do know what tenderloin is, and I do cook a little bit from time to time. And I kind of apologized to David, and I explained to him that his gun sights must be off a little bit.
Yeah, you did.
Because I kind of aimed for that shoulder, but I said, "There's no way I could have missed her that much." But what a great afternoon.
Well, let me share this for our listeners. It was cool to be a part of your first deer, but what was even cooler was watching. It's really, of all my years in growing up hunting and fishing and doing this, honestly, it was the first time that I had actually been on a hunt and we actually cleaned and dressed the harvest and ate it that night. And I thought that was cool that not only did you get your first deer, but you got to dress it. And then because you are a very, very good cook, we all got the reward of you cooking that tenderloin that night. And we did, like David said, we ate good. And it was fun. And I just thought that was a cool story for our listeners to hear.
Well, I've been deer hunting twice. I've shot once, and I'm 1 for 1.
One for one.
So
one for one
right now.
Now, the only problem, the downside of that was, as successful as our deer hunt was, our duck hunt this year, unlike others. Now, we've been on some great duck hunts with David Burns in Charleston, Mississippi, but, man, those next 2 days were rough in the duck blinds.
Pretty slow and pretty bad weather. So, I don't think it was all the skill of the hunters there. We had some pretty tough conditions to deal with.
Well, but we do want to thank David Burns and his camp up there. We had a really fun time, and we've had some really good duck hunts in the past. I know a lot of our listeners probably have heard of Bailey Break, which is right down the road. You and I got to go down there and experience that camp house, and boy, they do it first class, don't they?
Unbelievable. The Delta, for those guys in Alabama, if you've never been hunting in the Delta, it's quite a treat.
It really is. Jeff Smith, thank you for sharing your first deer story statewide on Listen to the Eagle.
Hey, thanks for having me in.
All right, Jeff, thank you.
See you.
Thought you'd enjoy that story. Don't you go anywhere. We've got the last segment coming up of Listen to the Eagle. We'll be right back.
Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service multimedia company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Whether you have a convenience store, restaurant, truck stop, quick lube, or you're remodeling an existing location, Old Equipment Company can handle the project quickly and efficiently. Old Equipment Company not only specializes in the design and construction of convenience stores, they also have a full line of inventory for most of your petroleum needs. Old Equipment Company and their parts department want the opportunity to earn your business. Visit them online at oecparts.net. That's oecparts.net. Old Equipment Company.
Reed's Metals is the manufacturer for metal roofing, pole barns, pre-engineered steel buildings, and the new galvanized Econo buildings. See them all online at reedsmetals.com. Reed's Metals uses American steel products, welded by certified welders, customizing each building to meet your needs, manufacturing and delivering your project within 21 days of your order. They use truck-mounted lifts to unload the delivery off the truck, saving you time and money. Learn more about products and services online at reedsmetals.com.
When you're looking for unique land opportunities in the central Alabama area, look no further than High Point Properties. Their professional team will work to understand your needs, your budget, and identify the best properties in the ideal locations for you. From lakeside property for personal use to large tracts of land to develop office parks, retail stores, or residential communities, High Point Properties is your solution. High Point Properties, hpprop.com. That's hpprop.com.
Coming to Trustful in the fall of 2015, Sheepdog Firearms Indoor Training Facility, located 1 minute off of Interstate I-59 and Deerfoot Parkway. Sheepdog will feature 24 indoor firing lanes, a 4,000 square foot gun sale showroom manned by a friendly and courteous staff, and at Sheepdog Firearms you can keep your expanded brass. Like us on Facebook or visit our website at sheepdog-firearms.com. Come join the pack at Sheepdog Firearms Training Center, Trustful.
Need an app or a new website? Cross Digital has you covered. Cross Digital is a full-service multimedia company focused on you. We build custom apps and websites designed to engage your customers. We also produce corporate videos such as live webinars, YouTube explainer videos, and podcasts in our state-of-the-art studio. When you need to stand out, Cross Digital makes it happen. Visit crossdig.com to learn how we can help you reach your business goals. That's crossdig.com.
Hey, even more reasons why you need to go to listentotheeagle.com and watch the YouTube stream, our channel live, because things that happen at Listen to the Eagle off the air are a lot more fun than what goes on the air. Welcome back. I'm Bert Carruth, your host, coming to you from the Reed's Metal Studio. Alabama's hunters and fishermen finally have a voice statewide right here on Listen to the Eagle. We are your show. 1-844-EAGLE-99. That's 1-844-EAGLE-99. We'll get you in here live. You can call us anytime. And if we don't get to you, please leave a message, because we'd love to call you back on air, or we'll answer your question on air or get you an answer. But we are here for you, Alabama's hunters and fishermen. I want to thank our guests. Want to thank Ron Jones. Want to thank David Miller from Miller Manufacturing and Sales for being a part of Listen to the Eagle. It's just been a fun show. Now for one of our fun segments, if you've been a part of the show and been following the show, everybody looks forward to, and we get all our hits on YouTube, and everybody talks about Get a Girl Hunting. Miss Katie Malone, the beauty queen. Now, Katie, let's talk about the name of this segment. It's called Get a Girl Hunting.
Right.
Get a Girl Hunting.
Yes.
So I want to go back to 3 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
When you got, and let me update the listeners that don't understand the segment. The whole deal is for somebody to call in and get you hunting.
Right.
And if they do, they win the segment.
Right.
Which I went out 3 weeks ago on a limb and offered a $100 gift card to Jim and Nick's restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Now, since then, I've gotten with Pat Smith, our producer, and read through the fine print. And we're not going to do Get a Girl Hunting segment anymore until we get this all documented and straight. Because here's the deal. First of all, it clearly states in the fine print that no relatives can win on this show.
I'm not related.
Well, it hurt. I think there was I think if we dig deep enough that
No, I'm not related.
And then second of all, it's called Get a Girl Hunting, and he got you to go fishing.
Haven't been either yet.
So I'm supposed to come off $100 for you accepting to A, go fishing, which is not hunting, and then B, go with a family member.
This is a hunting and fishing show.
But what is the segment called?
Get a Girl Hunting.
So
you can hunt fish.
Look, I may take him to lunch at Jim and Nick's because it was a great call.
You should.
But I'm not giving him a $100 gift card where I think it's going to go into your pocket.
My pocket?
Yes, ma'am.
No. First of all, I probably couldn't eat at Jim and Nick's right now anyway. We'll talk to Bert a little bit about that. But I'm eating all organic now.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that's a great segue right into our next segment.
But for the record, we are not related. We are not related.
Since we've got Get a Girl Hunting on hold till next week until I can get with Pat and the powers to be to get through the fine print, let's go straight into, if you've been following our show, everybody loves Big Red's Cooking Corner, Big Bert's Brown. Welcome to Listen to the Eagle, and what is cooking tonight on Big Red's Cooking Corner, Berks?
Well, Bert, we're going to try to get that little girl to come up here and go duck hunting with us over here.
Talk to her. Test Big Red.
Hey, I can hear you. I'm listening.
We're going to try to get you to come over here and see if we can get the okay from Panther Lake Lodge to get you to come over there for a day or two.
Yeah, you'll love duck hunting.
Do some duck hunting over there with us.
Yeah.
So when does that take place?
You know, that's real close. He's real close over there to Willie and the Robertsons and Duck Dynasty.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I do like Miss Sadie Robertson. She's fun.
Yeah. What you got, Bert? Hey,
we'd love to get over there, but since we're talking about her taking the girls hunting,
yeah,
we're going to do a little wild game cooking, Bert.
Yeah.
And we're going to take one deer backstrap.
One deer backstrap.
What is that?
Clean it up nice and neat. Not the tenderloin now, the backstrap.
Yeah, we're taking the backstrap. Gotcha.
We're going to clean it up nice and neat, and we're going to lay it on some ice.
Okay.
An ice chest and let it get pretty firm there. And then we're going to take a clean 409 cleaned broom handle. And we're going to work that tenderloin down over that broom handle.
Okay.
And then we're going to take some country pleasing sausage that's made right here in the state of Mississippi.
Country pleasing sausage?
Yes, sir. And we're going to stuff that tenderloin with country pleasing sausage.
All right.
Now, is all of this organic?
Hey,
depends on if you're feeding your deer corn or not.
Hey, Big Red can't. Hey, Katie, Big Red can't spell organic, and nothing he cooks.
I tell you, the bookie, and he'd give you 10-to-1 odds that I couldn't spell organic.
All right, let me back up. We got one deer backstrap. We're going to clean it. We're going to lay it on the ice chest. How long we got it in that ice chest, Berks?
We're going to leave it there for about an hour and get it good and firm where you can, where it's kind of, it's hard at that point.
All right, we're
Not
taking
frozen, but hard.
We're going to take that broom handle.
Broom handle.
We're going to work
and
that.
We're going to run it all the way down that broom handle.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's easier to cut it up in 1-foot sections to do it with.
Yeah.
And then we're going to work that country
Sounds
pleasing
good, doesn't it,
sausage,
Katie?
which any of your country pleasing sausage you can use. The jalapeno, the green pepper, any of it.
Yes, sir. All right.
And then we're going to take a half a cup of olive oil,
Okay.
just a splash or two of some lemon juice,
Okay.
and some taggarts, and we're going to put that in a container and shake it up real well, and then we're going to inject that tenderloin and sausage. We're going to inject it all over there.
All right. So let me go back here just a second. So we're taking the half a cup of olive oil, a couple of splashes of lemon juice. We're going to take that Taggart seasoning that you can get from Big Red. It's unbelievable. And we're putting that in a separate container, and we're shaking that up. Is that right?
Shaking it up, and we're going to inject it into the tenderloin and sausage.
And the sausage is we've already stuffed that tenderloin with sausage.
Yeah,
it's all organic. Katie's smiling. It's organic, Katie. It's okay.
Okay.
It's organic.
And we're going to rub the outside down.
Rub it down.
Also.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add a little more Taggart rub to it.
All over the top. Yeah.
All over the top of it and rub it down. And then we're going to lay it on a smoker and let it smoke. Some people only smoke deer meat for 20 minutes. Some people smoke it for 2 hours. So, I mean, your sausage is pre-cooked. It's already been pre-smoked. So all you're doing is wanting to get that temperature up to about 140, 142, 143. And then take it off of the grill and wrap it up and let that thing sweat for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then cut you some thin slices off of it.
Big Red, as always, you deliver each and every week. We thank you for being a part of Listen to the Eagle. Katie Malone, thank you again.
Katie,
you going to be able to make the duck hunt with us over here?
When is it?
We're going sometime between, we can do it whenever, but Mississippi Game and Fish don't like that too well.
Yeah, Bert, you can't say whenever. Here's what we got to do with Katie. We got to I need you to call over to Willie and Cy and set up Sadie, and then Katie will come see Sadie, and then we can get them all hunting. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
That sounds great.
All right, brother. Thank you again for everything, Bert.
Phone calls. Thank y'all.
All right, brother. That's
Yeah.
Big Red, Big Red's Cooking Corner. Katie, again, thank you. We want to thank David Miller from Miller's Manufacturing and Sales that are helping you hunt out there with the accessories. We also want to thank Big Bad Ron Jones, Listen to the Eagles professional hunter. We want to thank you, Listen to the Eagles audience, for being with us each and every week. ListenToTheEagle.com. Follow us at Eagle, Alabama. We'll see you next week on Listen to the Eagle.